So in this video, we're going to talk about defense technology, or a career software engineer in the defense sector or government sector, specifically in general, in government contracting as a whole. So this one's actually going to be a little bit more nuanced in that this is not for everybody. What I mean by that, this is going to be primarily for U.S. citizens. And there are definitions for U.S. citizen. Born in the U.S., born overseas, whether on international waters or foreign soil, to U.S. parents, came to the U.S. and was nationalized, or family came to the U.S., parents became citizens and became a derived citizen. The video is going to be for those people. The topics was that why we're going to talk about it, and that it is the most, because you're going to be working in a very, very interesting field on very, very high impact technologies and with extreme job security, very good job security. This is talking even if there was general intelligence, it won't even affect you as a software engineer because clearances. The first part we talked about citizenships, is that's why, clearances. So people who are not able to obtain them because of those reasons may not be able, this will not find value in this video, or just watch it to give it to your friend who is a citizen. So there are many levels of clearances. The lowest one is called the public trust. Then you go secret, top secret the polygraph. Most engineering roles will max out at top secret. Above that, you don't really need it. That's just the highest one. You can get higher on more special cases, but in the general broad spectrum, like the principal or distinguished engineer, they probably have a top secret. And they won't even need to go any higher. What does this get you? Job security, great pay, working on innovative technologies. A lot of it's going to be old tech, true. So you talk about your Javas, your Java Hibernate, Spring Boot, Spring MVC. But also on the newer side, you're working on a lot of modernizations, just using Go, Python, Docker, Kubernetes, a lot of AWS to modernize the old stuff. So if you know Go, Java, and Python, and have a certificate in AWS and are really familiar with Kubernetes, you're going to be solid. Especially if you went to the military. If you have a military background, they'll make clearing the background checks for your clearance so easy, because they already have your records. If you did not go to the military, that's okay too. It's just going to take longer. This is where it gets a little bit more nuanced though. So if your whole family lives in the U.S. and that's where they live, that's where their businesses is at, getting a clearance should take about 3 to 6 weeks. 1 week if it's a public trust. Maybe, no, not 1 week. Maybe like 2 weeks at the most if it's public trust, and it's like that. However, if your family is more of international, whether they are all U.S. citizens but they do business in foreign soils, foreign seas, or some of them are not U.S. citizens, this will take longer. You're thinking about 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Special top secret clearance will take on average 6 months though, just because it's more of a rigorous background. It also, one thing that can complicate it is if foreign family members work for foreign governments. So if you have a family member that is in that situation, maybe that could be a limiter. Doesn't mean you won't get it. It just means you might max out at secret clearance instead of top secret. Which secret opens you up a lot of doors in Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, General Dynamics, Halo, and other less known organizations and more well-known organizations as well. So, also consider this. It's extremely hard to get these secret clearance because you have to get sponsored. Getting sponsorship is difficult. So if you're able to obtain it, not only will this guarantee you job security, but it'll also increase your pay. For a person on average, if everybody had, for example, if you have 2 engineers, they have the same experience, same skill set. If one has a clearance, they'll make $10,000 more. I was told this by a hiring manager for a defense contractor company with the Navy. So, by the way, this information is all public information. Nothing over here is classified or anything. You can go to expos, conventions, and really learn this stuff on your own as well. But I just wanted to, people that don't have access to those, people that don't have the means to travel to DC or that area that's heavy defense sector, to be able to know. That's what I wanted to do. Anything else would be worth, let me think of something. I think that'll be it. Yeah, job security, interesting work, high impact work, good pay. Oh, one more thing, this is kind of it's not mean, but it's true. Defense contract roles interviews, they're different than big tech or fintech in that it's more conversational. So they would give you, the lead code style, it exists, but even for a senior principal person, the most you'll get is a medium lead code. For like a junior role, mid-level, you get an easy lead code, very easy stuff, just one, and it's not that difficult too. So if you can handle like high acceptance, medium lead code, you're golden. And that's gonna be like only like at the very end of the interview, but the majority of the interview is gonna be theoretical, where they talk about systems, they talk about code, they talk about your background, they talk about questions based on, so think of it as like encyclopedia information. If you can handle that, if you can do that very well, you'll be golden. You won't even need this. If you do that really well, even if you are not successful in the lead code portion, you won't need it, because that'll like put you above, especially your communication and being a team player. Also, one thing to keep in mind, these roles, 98% of them are going to be on site. Only like 2% are hybrid or remote. Just because, especially the higher clearances you are, the more they need you on site, because they really can't have that information be leaked, or they really having a private network to make sure that everything is, up and right, and there's no funny business. Well, this was a very, very long video, and it's still going on. Thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, and hopefully you find value from it. Take care.